Hi, I'm Melanie from English Doctor, and recently I was listening to a series of interviews with Mr. Chris Tucker himself. We all know him from the Rush Hour series. He's an excellent actor, quite funny, but he made a lot of statements that were hilarious but completely ungrammatical. Let's take a look.
You've achieved a kind of celebrity where there are a lot of celebrities hang out with celebrities, but you now are hanging out with celebrities that don't hang out with anybody else, like Prince. You hang out with Prince now.
Yeah, I've done some
I call
amazing
Prince
stuff.
constantly. He is not answering my phone calls.
I went over his house, man, because Prince have a club in his house.
Prince have a club in his house.
So first he said, Prince have a club in his house.
You also, I gotta ask you about this, you hang out with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael is my boy. We hang out. We don't see each other that much, but when I see him...
Because he's not around hanging out with just other people. He's you and he are hanging out, you're friends?
We bump into each other around the world, man. It's like I bump, and he's cool, because he called me sometimes to check up on me, see how I'm doing. He's like, how you doing, Chris? And when he really missed me, he called me Christmas. Hey, Christmas, how are you?
And then he said he called me sometimes, and when he really missed me, he called me Christmas.
I admire the fact that you're living your life right and setting a good example. And you go to church a lot.
Oh, man, every Sunday, every chance I get, man. You know, you live in L.A., I'm young, I'm black, I'm rich. I gotta have God on my side, man. The devil want me, man.
And again he said, the devil want me. The problem here is that when the subject is singular, the verb will require an S. Ebonics is a beautiful thing, but it causes some trouble when it's time for us to write an academic paper. So because Mr. Tucker was talking about Prince, he would need to say Prince has a club. And because he was talking about Michael Jackson, he would need to say he calls me sometimes. And when he really misses me, he calls me Christmas. And lastly, he needed to say the devil wants me. I was also quite happy to hear that he goes to church because we all know that that's where it's at. Mr. Tucker can say whatever he likes because at the end of the day, he is rich. I am not. When you hear Steve Harvey on Family Feud talking about people trying to win theyself some cash, you realize that you get away with murder when you are rich. So if you're not rich and you cannot afford to say whatever you want to say, remember that a singular subject requires a singular verb that ends with S in the present tense. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I hope so.